Our next speaker is Joe Ladowski, making a pig to human organ transplant possible.
When I was a freshman in high school, I had the opportunity to see an organ transplant. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. During the course of the operation, I saw as that surgeon took a heart from a patient who had died, and he gave that gift to someone who was going to die without it, and he saved their life. I knew right then and there I wanted to be a transplant surgeon when I grew up. On that day, that patient received a life-saving organ transplant, but unfortunately, there are over 130,000 people waiting today for an organ to save their lives. I want to use pigs to transplant those people. Now, there's probably three questions you have. First is, why pigs? Second of all is, how's this going to work? And the third, since this is Alabama, is where's the barbecue? So there's no barbecue involved, but I'll talk about the pigs first. So why pigs? Well, we already use pig tissues and valves to save people's lives, so it's a short jump to start using organs next. So then how's this all going to work, right? Pigs are different than humans. Pigs have different proteins and sugars that mark them as different. So when a human cell sees that pig cell with the different sugars and proteins, it attacks it and kills it. Those sugars are called A-gal, B-gal, and Nu5GC. But you can just remember them as A, B, and C. So when a human cell sees a pig with A, B, and C, it attacks and kills it. Our lab used the CRISPR-Cas9 system, which is essentially a giant pair of scissors to cut out A, B, and C. And we found that when that human cell sees that pig without A, B, and C, it doesn't attack it, and it doesn't kill it. We think we could start transplanting people today with these organs. My thesis project is about taking this a little bit further. I want to make the organs better. I want to make them faster, stronger, like the $1 Million Man. I want to find out other things about this. So what happens if you put on a human protein on that pig cell? Will that human cell see that as foreign and try to attack and kill it, or will it leave it alone? What happens if instead of knocking this out, what if we just change them a little bit? What if we make that pig protein MHC look like an MHME? What will happen then? Will the human cell leave that pig cell alone? I don't know the answer to these questions, but I'm excited to find out. I believe that xenotransplantation is the future of medicine and can save hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives. And I think the day to start transplanting those 130,000 people is today. Thank you.